others. Entertainment, Tiana out with the Gratitude album. And sports minister Sunday Darius says Janet Rock could be sacked. Details of these and more after this break. I am Olori Obede. Members from Ebonyi State on Wednesday disowned the state governor David Umahi, who has defected from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressive Congress. The leader of the Ebonyi State PDP caucus in the National Parliament, Senator Sam Egu, who read the position of his colleagues at a press conference in Abuja, said one of the lawmakers would defect with Umahi. They described as unacceptable and selfish the reasons given by Umahi for his action. Sitting in Akura, the Edo State capital on Wednesday, struck out the motion for stay of execution filed by the leadership of the House of Assembly after the lower court had ordered for the reinstatement of 3 suspended members of the House. The 3 members of the Assembly, who include the Deputy Speaker Iroju Ogundeji, Favor Tomomemo and Wale Williams, were suspended by the leadership of the House for alleged gross misconduct. They were also among the 9 lawmakers who opposed the impeachment notice of the embattled Deputy Governor of the state, Abwana Dais, a month ago. In protest, the embattled lawmakers approached the State High Court to challenge the action of the Assembly against them. The court in its judgment ruled that the suspension was illegal and asked the Assembly to reinstate them and pay them all their entitlements. The House, however, appealed the judgment of the lower court and filed a motion for stay of execution at the appellate court. In the judgment of the appellate court, Justice Amorele Olabisi described the appellant's prayers as frivolous and ordered that the Assembly should immediately allow the suspended House members to resume their legislative functions without any hindrance. And the Federal High Court in Abuja has ordered the arrest of a former chairman of the defunct pension reform tax team, Abdulrashid Maina, a judge to have jumped bail regarding his trial involving 2 billion naira money laundering charges. Justice Okon Abang made the order during Wednesday's ruling, in which he also revoked the bail earlier granted the fleeing defendant. He ordered all security agencies in the country to arrest Maina wherever he may be found and produce him in court without delay. The judge also ordered that the defendant's trial would proceed in his absence, pending when the defendants would be produced in court. He made the orders following the applications by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission prosecuting counsel Mohammed Abubakar. Justice Abang fixed November 23rd for Maina's shorty, Senator Ali Ndume, to appear in court to show why he should not be remanded in prison and forfeit his 500 million naira bail bond, pending when he would be able to produce the defendant. And the police in other states on Wednesday paraded 18 persons who escaped from the 2 correctional centers in Benin City, 14 suspected armed robbers and 16 suspected cultists who had been part of the killings across Benin City. Addressing journalists at the state command of the police headquarters, Commissioner of Police Johnson Kokumo said most of the SKP prisoners were rearrested while committing other crimes, while 2 were rearrested in Ondo State and another in Lagos. He said some of the suspected robbers were among the robbery gangs that have been terrorizing residents in Benin City. CP Kokumo said despite the outcome of the NSAS protest that led to the destruction and robbery across the city center and environs, the police are not standing their arms and what the hoodlums have a field day. The commissioner noted that the police and other security agencies in conjunction with the state government has put machineries in place to checkmate the activities of these rampaging hoodlums, which have yielded some positive results. He said among the suspects were those who went to destroy the Urban Market police station and carted away its arms and ammunition. Kokumo, however, assured the residents not to panic, as police will ensure safety of everyone throughout the Yuletide and beyond. Association Benin branch has raised alarm over the increasing wave of violent crimes such as armed robbery, kidnapping, assassination and court killings in Edo State. At an emergency meeting held at NBA Secretariat in Benin City, the mayor has resolved that the police should rise up to the occasion and perform their statutory roles, which have now been largely abandoned despite the directive and appeal by the Inspector General of Police and the Governor of Edo State respectively. They also urged the state government to urgently commence the rebuilding of various police stations touched by criminal elements in the recent crises across the state and the provision of vehicles to aid movement by the police. The law in the meeting, presided by the chairman of NBA Benin branch, Pius Obio Esquire, threw their weight behind the clamor for the state police. They said other security agencies aside the police should collaborate with one another to ensure the security of lives and property of citizens. While admonishing parents to keep watch over their children and wards, the law has tasked religious bodies and traditional institutions to imbibe in their members the core values of honesty, hard work, the fear of God, and the need to shun evil practices. Union of Universities also has appealed to the federal government to end the ongoing strike action by honoring the agreements both parties reached. The Benin Zonal Coordinator of ASU, Professor Fred Esume, made the appeal in a statement issued in Benin yesterday. The union also urged the government to keep faith with its slogan that education is the bedrock of development and nation building, calling on it to make education, particularly at the tertiary level, accessible to the poor. Professor Esume particularly asked the Minister of Labour and Employment, Dr. Chris Ngige, to stop the threat of legal action against the union and stick to his mandate. He expressed doubt about the capability and commitment of the minister to midwife any peaceful and early resolution of the issues that led to the ongoing strike in the country's public universities. The Benin zone of the union hinged its doubt on Dr. Ngige's obvious propagandist and divide and rule approach in the handling of the ongoing strike, which the union say may probably not midwife any earnest resolution of the crisis in the country's public universities. Professor Osume said that by the provisions of the law, Dr. Chris Ngige, as the Honorable Minister of Labour and Employment, is saddled with the conciliatory role during industrial disharmony to calm an already tense situation and bring about a peaceful resolution, but he has chosen to be the mouthpiece of other unions that were not part of the 2019 MOA. And the critically acclaimed and highly anticipated third edition of the prestigious Best of Edo Awards 2020 is built for Sunday, 29th of November 2020. It promises all the pomp, pageantry and royalty as the Best of Edo will be showcased. The Best of Edo Awards is a celebration of distinguished Edo sons and daughters who have excelled in various aspects of human endeavor. Workfront African Network, organizers of the prestigious event, have rolled out 17 highly esteemed personalities, amongst whom are Bishop Fed Idahosa, Comrade Sonny Osayende, Kazim Bello Osage, Mrs. Esosa Silva Edo, Osasu Igbenegio, and Bello, and others. Speaking at a press briefing in Benin City, Mr. Paul Ofuni, CEO of Workfront African Network and convener of the Best of Edo Awards event, expresses satisfaction at the level of preparation so far, stating that this year's edition will leave a long-lasting impression. They call on all Edo sons and daughters all over and corporate organizations to support the brand and its objectives. The event is expected to begin at 1:30 p.m. with a red carpet to be followed by presentation of awards to recipients at the Vichy Gate Hotel, Ihama Road, GRA, Benin City. And coming up in a moment after the break, 66 convicted soldiers sue federal government for 1.3 billion naira over illegal detention. Listen more after the break.
Split seconds. There's a lot happening around us, but we can't be everywhere all the time. We've got work, families, and chores to cater to, and most importantly, time to rest. And that's why having reliable partner like KUFM News is important. Sleeping? We don't. We work round the clock bringing you stories as they break from Nigeria and across the world. We will stop at nothing to keep you informed because KUFM News is all about you and stories that affect you. Politics, business, human interests, sports, entertainment, just name it. We've got you covered. KUFM News. Timely, precise, spot on.
Welcome back. Still in the news. 66 soldiers who were convicted at different times for various offences have sued the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice and the Controller General Nigeria Correctional Service, demanding 20 million naira each. The separate fundamental human rights cases were found before a federal high court in Lagos by Fumi Falana. According to the applicants, they qualify for amnesty based on the directive by President Muhammadu Buhari that certain categories of people, including those who have spent 75% of their sentence after remission, the convicts therefore prayed the courts to declare that their continued detention in Kirikiri Maximum Correctional Center, Lagos, despite the amnesty granted them by the President, is illegal and unconstitutional, as it violates their rights to personal liberty guaranteed by Section 35 of the Constitution. The applicants also seek an order directing the respondents to release them from prison immediately in compliance with the April 9, 2020 amnesty granted by the President on 9th of April 2020, pursuant to a prerogative of mercy under Section 175 of the Constitution. Military Pensions Board Wednesday said it would soon commence the electronic verification of military pensioners to ascertain those that have died since the last verification was conducted 3 years ago. The chairman of the board, Commodore Sabiru Lawal, explained that under the proposed electronic verification, pensioners will not go through the ordeal of traveling from their respective locations to participate in the exercise, but will only visit any of the 11 designated banks, which will be announced later with their BVN and be screened. He said the board is awaiting further directives from the Ministry of Defense and the Defense Headquarters before announcing the take-up date for the verification exercise. In entertainment news, Timaya out with Gratitude album. Listen more when I come back. News break and KU 92.7 FM Benin City's entertainment stories. The anticipated Gratitude album by Nigerian singer and songwriter Timaya has officially dropped. It contains 15 tracks. Gratitude comes after the musician released his hit singles Born to Win and Gragra. And star Michael B. Jordan has been named People's Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive. He is the third black actor in a row to be given the annual pop culture honor. Reacting to the developments, 33-year-old Jordan, who is single, said the title gave him a cool feeling. Jordan began his career as a child actor in TV shows like All My Children and rose steadily through Hollywood until a breakout performance in the 2013 social justice drama Football Station. In 2015, he starred in the Rocky boxing sequel Creed, and 3 years later took on villain Eric Killmonger, opposing the late Chadwick Boseman in Black Panther. Jordan, whose title was announced by TV show Jimmy Kimmel Live, follows singers John Legend and British actor Idris Elba, who were named Sexiest Men Alive in 2019 and 2018 respectively. Jordan appears on the cover of People's Magazine's double issue, appearing on newsstands on Friday. And finally, popular American singer Bobby Brown is currently mourning the death of his son Bobby Jr., who died at 28. TMZ reports that Bobby Jr. was found dead on Wednesday in his home in the LA area. However, police are still at the house, but at this point, they do not believe there was foul play involved. Sadly, this is another tragedy for the singer and his family to endure. Bobby Jr.'s half-sister, Bobby Christiana, died when she was just 22 years old. She was found lifeless in a bathtub in her Georgia home. And lastly, from entertainment and in sports minister Sunday Dare says Jude Wall could be sacked. Listen more on our sports text. To sports news, where Minister for Youth and Sports Development Sunday Dare says Jude Wall could be relieved of his position as Super Eagles technical advisor. The Eagles could only record 2 points out of a possible 6 in the doubleheader against the Lone Stars of Sierra Leone in the 2021 AFCON qualifiers. On day 3, the Eagles surrendered a 4-goal lead to draw 4-4 against the Lone Stars in Benin on Friday, and in Tuesday's return leg in Freetown, both teams settled for a goalless draw. Reacting to the results, Dare questions Raw's competence while stating something will be done about his position as Eagles coach. The 2019 bronze medalists will be in action again in March 2021 when they will be guests to the Republic in continuation of the qualifiers. They will round off the qualifiers with a home tie against Lesotho. And Inter striker Romelu Lukaku scored twice as Belgium secured their place at the Nations League finals with a 4-2 victory over Denmark last night. The former Manchester United and Chelsea forward has now scored 17 goals in 14 matches for the Red Devils. Leicester City's Yuri Telemans opened the scoring after just 3 minutes with a drilled finish, but Jonas Wind headed in an equalizer. Lukaku turned in Kevin De Bruyne's pass before heading home a third goal to put his side 4-1 up. Another Chadli own goal reduced the deficit, but De Bruyne swept in a fourth for Belgium with 3 minutes remaining. The victory means Roberto Martinez's side, who beat England 2-0 on Sunday to end the Three Lions' hope of reaching finals, finished top of Group A2. They join France, Spain and Italy in the finals, which will take place in October 2021. In other results, Netherlands beat Poland 2-1, while Italy defeated Bosnia and Herzegovina 2-0. England thrashed Iceland 4-0, while Hungary defeated Turkey 2-0. From sports and that's the news. But before we go, a quick recap of the headlines. House of Rep members disown Umahi. Appeal Court orders Ogbara Assembly to reinstate suspended lawmakers. And Adult Police arrest 18 jailbreakers and others. Do remember that the continued unity of Nigeria is a collective responsibility. Be sure to play your part. Do not forget to listen to us anytime by visiting our website at www.kufm.net or download our mobile app from the Google Play Store. We are also live on YouTube at KUFM Nigeria, and you can also listen to us on RadioGarden.com. KUFM News Break was produced by Blessing Asekome. I am Omar Abadi saying thanks for listening. Good morning.
don't touch that dial.
FM 92.7.
On the beat is DJ Greencraft.
Change color for me.
about. With that food in my heart, my body ain't living back. It's your power and your grace making me hitting on the track. You take and I take bros while you con the vest. I won't down when I'm in my pepe rest. If you day your body today, not to pump your chest. Tomorrow is always bright and make you no forget. The game for pay, but I want cut time. I got tests from my homies when they up down. Sisters always rep, no let me sit down. I'm a son of the soil, this is my fatherland. See you get real. Vitamin ye me la see one. They don't know. In your money, if you tell me papa, me la vengo, me la dimo tu no one. They don't know. In your money, okay. They don't know where we're coming from, bros. They don't. Now only God know what I take coconut. I'm a new school for the game. Tell me part no more. Trip star city tomorrow. AKA we're not. Tiga take your leg. Akpa we go get color. Tiga take color in your ring. Imari this one. Akpa me marry. Osayi we many make your mona if you lily. Lao baba. Okbeni take your sin. Ironi merina. Osari mameti. God win. On top of sea. Go fish use my alamo to Tennessee. Oh Lord, I've seen it all. I know BC. I know let me fall. Be right, bro. Me and Talo. Yaga use your mama boy. I was in Bobby Super Spoke. I don't know where we're no one support your own. You know, I ain't in it. But we can't take it real. Vitamin ye, me la see one. They don't know. In your money. If you tell me, papa, me la vengo, me la dimo tu no one. They don't know. In your money. Stand see. C4 Productions.
Don't touch that dial.
FM 92.7.
Give me R, give me E now, give me 2, 5, 0. I rate 250. Bigger heart, stronger body. Ride I rate 250. Bigger heart, stronger body. Yeah, we get keke, and we get the super keke. Discount transport to bring you my comfort.
Endorse the Bajaj RE250. Bigger heart, stronger body. Now available at 800,000 naira.
Bigger heart, stronger body. Bigger heart, stronger body. RE250.
92.7 FM. Bouncing through your midday.
Turn it up.
Bounce with me. Afternoons on the one. It's just the one.
But them get two-faced, not your problem, be that too. By the way, not your life, so not your problem, be that too. You know get money, you want pop champagne, now your problem, be that too. You know get life plan, you they plan woman, now your problem, be that too. You know get pot, but you they form still got, now your problem, be that too. By the way, not your life, so not your problem, be that too. I wanna be a superstar, say me can start to live the life. But if I drop some, you know download, now my problem, be that too. Now you know get couple, you dey form big boy, now your problem, be that too. See you don't get us, you dey form slave queen, now your problem, be that too. You know get passports, they form John then. Now your problem be that too. By the so I get my own too. Anything them talk, me no send them. And if you like, you talk your own too. By the way, not your life, so not your problem. Be that though. By the way, not your life, so not your problem. Be that though. I wanna be a superstar. Say make us start to live the life. But if I drop some, you know download that. Now my problem be that though. So I say, boss all over. Now their problem be that though. I want my rebound, so I put a touch. Now their problem be that though. Yeah. All who are matches. It's a BS.
Drop the beat. 92.7.
When would you bless me? Lord, please let me know. I got a hello. One day gas go blow. Give me anointing, something will go flow. I got a hello. One day gas go blow. So Baba shower blessing. Oh, yeah. Show me your love, yeah. So Baba shower blessing. Show me your love, so make you show me your love. So let me know when the money goes show. Biggie Mataparo, one day gas go flow. So let me know when the money goes show. Biggie Mataparo, one day gas go flow. Yeah. Say I won't make my mama proud. Oh no, wanna be the girl that talk about. Yeah. Say me want things for the area. Every day we be pound down for area. When would you let me know? So let me know when the money goes show. Biggie Mataparo, one day gas go blow. So let me know when the money goes show. Biggie Mataparo, one day gas go blow. So shower blessing. Yeah. Show me your love, yeah. So Baba shower blessing. Show me your love, so make you show me your love.
92.7.
It's Sir Justin World Music.
It should be the sound doctor.
Yeah, it's Victor. What the ranking? Comfy tell them. For that land, I won't be the best. Anywhere them come people, when them come invest. Like the birds, the turning on the nest. Father, hear my prayer request. Oh Lord,
1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 600 billion, and the last kobo. Oh yes, we follow the money. It's all about the business and the business of business. The gains and the losses. The bulls and bears. The rise and falls. The risk and the satisfaction of seeing the last kobo rise to millions. On KUFM's Business News, the simple and complex jargons of business just make sense. Get the trending news on the morning market, forecast, investment opportunities, policy changes, and other breakout information on the ever-busy world of business. KU Business News, Monday to Friday on our news dawn, 6:30 to 7 a.m.
I insist that I'm like I'm the physicist, yeah. Terminate the competition like the fetus.